for the leeches and people that's doing me wrong, that's leeching on my stuff, that's thinking that they getting by. Bye-bye, because guess what? I'm glad y'all leeching. I'm glad y'all talking, because guess what? The Father said he going to give me double for my trouble. Man didn't tell me anything. My Father above is bigger, higher than anybody down here on this poor land. And I'm not a reader. And what I had read last, we are brothers and sisters in this poor land. So if he going to give me double for my trouble, I got to tell the Father thank you for his props and not man. Thank you, Father, hallelujah, to your name. And you get all the glory, all the praises, all the honor belong to you. And your will have to be done on this earth. I was thinking it was but I tell you one thing. My Father up above, he's a rescuer. And he is a deliverer, because he delivered my daughter without getting harmed, hurt, killed, or anything. So when, I couldn't even rescue my son. And he was on crystal meth. But I tell you one thing, the Father is he's a rescuer. He'll put you in a place that you have to get it right before you even lay your head. I got to tell the Father thank you, because I didn't even know how to rescue my own son. But the Father rescued him. And he gonna deliver him when he get ready, without harm or danger in this poor land. So I gotta give my Father his props. He's worthy, and I know I'm a disobedient child. You know, I'm running wild, but I'm not messing with nobody though. I'm not trying to kill you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to do none of this thing. If I do not help, where the hell I'm going? Where the hell I'm hiding? It's no hiding place. I got to tell myself it's no hiding place. I got to see the Father for myself. I'm glad this is an individual affair. I'm glad this is an individual affair. Because guess what? The Father up above, his will still have to be done on this earth. Now, the pastors, the missionaries, the mothers, whoever is preaching the Father's word, I advise you not to put your 2 cents in it, not even your 1 cent in it. Stick with what he said. Because that's why a lot of people sick in this poor land, because you want to go on how you feel and what you feel about the situation. You better teach his word right before he destroy each and every one of us. And the Bible is right, that means I'm wrong. And I'm coming for a word. I didn't come here for no singing. I didn't come here for none of that. And some of y'all barely have testimony service. And people get delivered to what? Testimony. But I came to hear a word. Because the word the word should, you know, people trying to beat you down. Nobody can beat me down for nothing, because y'all never lift me up to beat me down. But I thank the Father that people talk about me night and day. So if people's talking about me night and day, that means I'm doing something down here on this earth, because I'm not doing what you asked me to do and stuff. I'm doing what the Father asked me to do. And I'm like, as long as I'm doing it, I'm gonna get my reward, because crossing over on the other side is nothing wrong. But I'm telling you one thing, you better apologize to the one that molest, kidnap, raped, shot your loved ones, murdered, and everything, all kind of stuff in this poor land. Get it right before you lay your head, because once you lay your head, there's no returning back. But there's nothing wrong by crossing over on the other side. If I live right, I'm gonna cross the other side. But I say, Father, I don't want to be left behind for none of this. I don't have time to be playing no games with nobody. The Father already bust me out. Already he bust me out. So I'm not ashamed. Ain't no shame, no pain, no game around here though. And all what I'm going through, because my Father want me to go through it. And if I don't go through it right, and if I go through it wrong and complain, I have to do it back over again. But Father up above, This is your will. And your will have to be done. Even though these leeches want to leech, the Father said he gonna bless me double for my trouble. And that's all that matters. Long as he for me, my mama told me only friend I had was Jesus. She said that was enough. So she said I have friends. She said I don't have no friends. She said I have associates and acquaintances. So which one is you to me? Because only friend I have is the one been carrying me, the one been dealing with me and never left me when I left him. When I was doing all kind of things and didn't even want to hear his word. But once you throw some stones, watch the stones gonna be thrown at you. I can't accept none of this stuff because if the Father didn't tell me, I'm not listening to what no man, no woman saying down here if they don't get it from my Father above. Leeches like to leech. Demons like to crawl. And be careful when you speak his word and want to put your 2 cents in it. See why people sick today and dying today. You want to put your word and your 2 cents in, stop that. You can keep that and put that shit on the media though. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't rocking though. But whatever the Father have for me is mine, though. Whatever he have for me is mine. It don't belong to nobody else but mine. You know, but he said he gonna bless me. So I am so proud and so happy that he gonna bless me what I need. All that I need is in my Father. All that I need is in him. I thought sex was the answer. I thought loving these women's and stuff and thought I could never leave these women's alone. You know what? And we all got issues because I had some issues going on. And I'm the only one slept with a woman. I'm the only one committed adulteress, huh? I'm the only one cussing down here in this poor land, huh? I'm the only one that's doing wrong. But stop killing and doing all kind of things that y'all doing, huh? But you know what? I know that my Father loved me, and I'm going to have to give him all the praise because my Father, you know, I be telling people, who you think you serving? My Father above are these demons, are these devils that's going to hit hell's door. Who you in competition with? My Father above are these demons, devils going to hit hell's door. Who you fixing it up with? My Father above are these demons and devils going to hit hell's door. Who you on this right road with? My Father above are these demonizer devils out here that's taking you straight to hell. And because things is not right, that I figure that it's not right and I feel like I'm getting violated and stuff, Father, but the Father said he going to give me double for all the trouble that I went through in life. People's like to take when people want my stuff, y'all just made me royalty out here in this poor land. That, you know, people talk about me day and night, Father, but we are your peoples. And I'm like this, long as I'm helping, long as I'm going to get to my Father's house, I can't worry about, I'm like this, I can't worry about a damn thing. Long as I'm holy and I'm righteous, I can't worry about man's sake, because y'all don't have no heaven and hell to put me in. Not at all. So all what you saying, and if you didn't get it from the Father above, I'm going to throw that shit back at you. Back at you. Back at you. Because we got to still look back at our own shit. And our own shit. Before we start doing some shit and shade at one another that we do every day of our life. And yes, we going back to the dust that the Father blew in our nostrils. And yes, some going to be remaining and want to die and can't die. So watch it, how you treat one another. Watch what you say if it didn't come from the Father of above. I'm surprised he ain't taking y'all tongues away, these lying peoples. Because if it don't come the pass, if it didn't come for the Father of above, y'all need to wait a minute, make sure. Because you throwing some stuff, don't think that stuff gonna be thrown back at you. And if you can't put no name to it, who the Father said he gonna take, you shouldn't say nothing at all. nothing that you should say. I know the Father told me to go to the altar and pray for the one that's falling by the wayside. I say, Father, I'm falling. I need you more than everything. But he don't care what it look like, what it feel like, what it be like. He just say do. And he gonna get me for this. And I hold responsible. And I'm like, Father, I hold responsible for this. Because you did tell me to go. Oh, baby, nobody can't judge me, but thank you for talking about me. Because I'm something to talk about. I'm the slow one out here. I'm the unlearned one out here. I'm the one that, the fisherman, right? That the Father, when his due time. But I know I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me, because that's what he said. And I thank the Father that it was preached today. And the Father said I can do all things. I had to believe that he can do this for me, as well as I can do it for myself. But it ain't no failure. It's failure in me and not my Father above. And I'm like, Father above, I got to get it right. Now I got to fix it up with you. And who I'm going to fix it up with? I got to fix it up with my Father above. Because I can't give no devil no credit. I can't give the devil no credit. I can't give the devil no credit. I can't give the devil no kind of credit. Because the decision that I made on my own. The devil don't have nothing to do with the decision that I made. So I cannot give the devil no credit, not at all, because whatever going to happen. And you know what? I'm not nothing but characters like my brothers and sisters out here in this poor land. I don't care if you red, yellow, white. We all precious in his sight, and the Father got the whole wide world in his hand. He got the whole wide world. He got the whole world in his hand, not your hands. Not none of y'all hands down here. But the Father got the whole wide world in his hand. People say, I got you. Baby, only who got me is the Father that keep me living. Keep me living above my means. That's who I have. Only who my mama said I need was Jesus, and she said that was enough. So I didn't come here for no friendship. I didn't come here for none of this stuff. And I didn't come here for all that. And like I said, once again, my Father above bust me out and said I was kind of doing all kind of things, even having sex. And and the Father even told me, how long you going to continue to be in sin? The Father forbid. Like, look at man's eyes said, oh, that's common law. No, but what did the Father say? He said it's wrong for me. And I continually to go my own way. Is I'm going to reach the kingdom just not listening? No, I'm not. I will hit hell's door if I don't obey his will. And I'm going to have to obey my Father above will and not man's will. That's what's make it so complete with me on today. I may be rich, I may be poor, I never know what the next day gonna bring, but the Father even say, I got to trust in him. Whew, in him only would I trust. I'm like, Father, I'm sweating to the core. But I know my Father loved me. And I know he cared for me. And I know he got his hands on me. How do I know? Because even though I'm going through it, like I said, the Father will not put no more on us that I cannot bear. But when the Father told me double for everything that I went through, I'm going to have to tell it. I'm going to have to give my Father the highest praise, because he is worthy for all the praise. And I'm just not going to let the church that they say, I am the church, I can say that's what y'all call worship, because I'm the church. So there ain't nothing but a building that y'all worship in. Because without a body, the house cannot even stand. So I give it up to the Most High that made me for who I am. Not because what people say I am. I can't go by what people say I am. If I didn't get it from the Father above, and y'all have not been talking to me from the gate, I got to go by what my Father said. And I know my Father up above, I know the Bible is right, and I know I am wrong. And we all have issues in this world today. It depends on how we deal with our issues. People have mental illness. People have sickness unto death. People have breast cancer. People have all kind of stuff is going on. People's missing limbs, But do it all. The Father always say, give thanks. He didn't say some. All. In all, give thanks to Him. I don't care what you're going. I don't care what I'm going through in life, and I don't care what you're going through in life. We still supposed to praise Him, because guess what? The Father will have to be done with us or without us. With us or without us, because He is the Most High, and looking down on me each and every day. But I tell you one thing, my Father, He is a rescuer. And He delivered my daughter without getting harm or danger. And I had to tell Him thank you. Because the Father had to guide me, because, I'm one of His disciples. Not because of what man say. I don't know what it look like, what it be like, what it feel like and stuff. I don't belong to nobody down here. And nobody didn't die for me and shed no blood for me. So all what y'all said, I got to throw that back, because that is not, but some of this stuff do not even belong to us, and people want you to swallow stuff that don't even belong to them. I can't swallow nothing that the Father didn't even tell me first, because He'll tell me first before He even tell anybody anything about me. He tell me by myself. Now myself had to come and suggest to say, you know what? I got to throw my hands up for my Father above to arrest me, because I'm telling you, He is a rescuer. He is a deliverer. When She delivered my daughter without getting shot or hurt or abused, because all what I have belonged to the Creator. I say, Father, I was not the best mother or best nothing out here, but Father, you know. So the Father gave me some help. And I didn't appreciate the help when they went to the system, but when He had to bring it to my attention, He's a help in time of trouble and time of needs. I'm telling you, Father will bring somebody to help. And it takes a nation for a child. It takes a nation for one child. And I know that the Father, He loved me, and I know He cared for me, and I know that He the only one can judge me, while my brothers and sisters talking about me daily, though. Daily, I say, Father, they got my name in their mouth. I have to be doing something good. I don't care if it's bad or if it's good. If you got my name in your mouth, baby, I'm rocking down here. I'm rocking hard down here. And not because this because of my Father, because if you don't go through nothing, you don't have a testimony that you overcame anything. But if I'm going to go complaining and stuff, Father, reaping is something. That's why I say, all this, you don't want to reap. People is reaping, and they trying to get the quick fix and committing suicide. And thinking that nobody don't love you. You don't love yourself. How can anybody love you? Something that yourself, if you don't love me. I love myself. I love myself. Whew. And I'm telling you, this menopause ain't no joke, but I tell you, I thank the Father I'm sweating, because I'm sweating some of these pounds off of me. whew, that the Father said I don't even need. You know, my eyes were so salty and stuff. I tell you. But I know I had to see him for myself. And I know everything happened for a reason. You know, and what's that I want to say? Apologize. Love yourself. Apologize to the Creator. Apologize. Get it right. This is an individual affair. Nobody don't have no heaven and hell to put me in, because what I read, I'm not even a reader, but what I had read, we all brothers and sisters, and we all equal. So when you think you better than somebody else, though, let me tell you that you're not, though. What I had read, though, we all equal in the Father's sight, though. So stop that if you ain't helping one another, though. Straight up, though. Coming from who? The original one like me, though. Love you, Father up above. And yes, I'm going to be the woman that he's calling for in these last and evil days. I'm going to be the woman that the Father is calling for in these last and evil days.